Hello traders, welcome back to my channel Elliott Wave for yet another episode of weekly wave analysis. So the first chart we are going to take today is that of SP500 index daily chart. As you can see that the wave count has gone a little change. We have now put minor wave 3 and 4 in place. It looks like that wave 4 has now been completed and it has carved out a flat wave ABC. So, by applying the reverse Fibonacci ratios, if the minor wave 4 is indeed complete, then the target for this fifth minor wave will be 1.382 Fibonacci level at 6380, and second one is at 6771.53 levels. So these two targets are there for immediate reference, and if S&P 500 rushes up from here, then these will be the first and second targets for wave 5. So that was about the SP500, and the next chart on the screen is STOXX 600 index, the daily chart. As you can see that this is a stronger index, and it's in fifth minor wave. So far it has completed the minute wave 1 and 2 and is now in the early stages of Phoenix. The targets for this up move stands at 604 level, and then at 1.618 Fibonacci level at 646 level. So these two targets will be there to watch for any uptick from current levels. And the next chart we are going to discuss is the Bitcoin on 4 hourly chart. The first wave count I have is that this fourth wave is tracing out a ABC minute wave 4, wherein the ABC A wave was complex, WXY, and the B a triangle. Now in the C wave of this minute wave 4 is probably tracing out ending diagonal, but this count will be invalidated if BTC moves above the upper trend line of the falling wedge, that is ending diagonal. Is so far my alternate count. This suggests that the first wave was a W wave, and then a triangle X wave, and now the Y wave has completed the fourth minute wave now, and BTC is already moving up in minute wave 5. So these two counts are there to watch for, and only a move above 85,000 levels will be negating the ending diagonal count. The next, on to gold daily charts. Gold is in strong uptrend now in a fifth minute wave of minor wave 3, and it has so far rest out sub waves of this minor wave 3. It looks like that now it is in the last wave of this minute wave 5, which is also as an extension. Thereafter, there will be a consolidation in minor wave 4, and then the final 5 will unfold. So that was about gold. Now let us discuss the Nifty monthly chart to see the bigger picture. As you can see that Nifty is in cycle wave 3, and this is useful information to see the bigger picture. To drill down to the weekly chart, we can see that from 2020 lows, Nifty is in primary wave 3, and if we apply the Fibonacci projections, then we see that it has already achieved 61.8% projection at around 22,800 levels, and is on its course to achieve the 2.618 Fibonacci projection, which is around 32,300 levels. But my sense is that primary wave 3 will complete around 47,700 levels, since intermediate wave 3 has just completed the first wave of intermediate wave degree, and from there on it's into the intermediate wave 3. So from current levels Nifty may double in the coming years, and so there is plenty of upside in the Nifty index. Onto daily charts, as you can see that the minor wave 4 has traced out a WXY pattern. Analysts have counted as differently. They have labeled it as W, where my A wave, minute wave A is, they have labeled it as W, and the whole wave thereafter as Y wave. But I have my count as WXY since last leg of this down move is not an impulsive affair. So on 2 hour chart, we can see the waves clearly. Here, this wave A has 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is an impulse wave. So you can't say that this is a W wave. Here, it can easily be counted as an impulse wave, and then B wave, and the third wave down is, which I have marked as C wave or W wave. It is also an impulse wave followed by an X wave. The catch lies in the last wave, which is the Y wave. Here, if you label it as C wave, then C waves are impulse waves and you should count it as an impulse. But this wave cannot be counted as an impulse. It is a three wave affair where A, B, C subdivisions are visible on the charts, since B wave has traced out a triangle, and this rules out the impulsive nature of this last leg. So this is counted as WXY. The Fab low is W, and thereafter X wave, and now the March low is the Y wave. To complete this Y wave at around 21,964 levels. On an alternate count basis, the Y wave is still in development because last leg of this down move in Nifty is a three wave affair and also very short wave. So there is a possibility that it goes sideways and forms a triangle wave Y. This possibility will remain there until X wave high is crossed by this strong up move. If the current advance crosses X wave high, then this count will become negated. Otherwise, the possibility of this wave tracing out a triangle will remain there. So that was about the Nifty index. Now we will move to the sectoral index, and this week I have taken up the metal index, and BSE metal index monthly chart shows that it was in a long sideways consolidation since 2007, and the cycle wave 3 was completed in 2010, and thereafter cycle wave 4 traced out a WXY pattern to complete the cycle wave 4. Thereafter primary wave 1 has been completed, and primary wave 2 was flat. Thereafter intermediate 1 and 2 are also complete. So, moving on to the weekly chart of this index, we see that waves are clear on this weekly chart. Primary wave 1, primary wave 2 are complete, and now intermediate 1 and intermediate 2 also complete. There is a remote possibility of this wave being the minor wave 3 and 4. If we count from primary wave 2 lows, this wave is 1, 2, and what we have labeled as intermediate 1 is the minor wave 3 and 4 on an alternate count basis. However, for the time being, I have marked it as intermediate wave 1 and 2. So moving on to the poster boy of metal index, Tata Steel monthly chart. You can see from 2007-8 highs, which was a cycle wave 3, Tata Steel has traced out a triangle A, B, C, D, and E, fourth cycle wave, and this triangle was a barrier triangle. Wave D sometimes moves slightly past the B wave high. So this barrier triangle was completed in 2020. From there onwards, primary wave 1 and 2 are completed, and now Tata Steel is in primary wave 3. On the weekly time frame, Tata Steel has completed this intermediate wave 1 and 2, As you can see, you can count this as wave up, and if correct, Tata Steel should now move to the new highs. Next on the chart is GSW Steel. Again, the same story. It has also traced out a triangle from 2007 highs to 2016 low, which was a cycle wave 4. And thereafter, primary wave 1 and 2 are also complete. And now GSW Steel is proceeding in primary wave 3, of which intermediate wave 1 and 2 are complete. On the weekly time frame, we can see that even the minor wave 1 and 2 are also complete. So the last chart of the metal index is Steel Authority of India on monthly time frame. It also completed the cycle wave 4 in 2020, but the wave structure was different than the Tata Steel and GSW Steel. Here it has traced out a W wave, which was a flat ABC, then a flat ABC X wave, and the last leg of this cycle wave 4 was ABC zigzag Y wave to complete this cycle wave 4. Thereafter, primary wave 1 and 2 are complete, and now Steel Authority of India is in primary wave 3 of cycle wave 5.